Good morning guys, it's around 5:30 a.m. Today we're going to be doing a service centre visit in Birmingham and I just wanted to take you along for the ride. This is the post-virus visit, so we'll see what it's like. Can be interesting. I'm going to be going down to get my headliner replaced on the car. Also they're supposedly repairing the boot and I'm hoping the paintwork that damage has caused, and also picking up the loaner vehicle. Now usually it's a bit of a surprise what we get as a loaner vehicle. We've had a Model S P90D, we've had a Model X P100D, but who knows what we're going to get. Whatever it is, I will probably be filming some content on anyway. But first things first, the reason I'm up this early is to go do a workout. So I'm going to do a workout. Yes, I did squat in work trousers, just a light day, so I'm just keeping it chilled. Now I need to go and clean the car. I don't like to deliver my car in a dirty state because I don't want to receive it back in a dirty state. So I'm gonna go hoover and clean the car, and then I'm gonna go give it a jet wash and a little pressure wash, contactless washing, and then I'm gonna drive up to Birmingham. Let's go. Okay guys, I've just inspected this video. I'm just about to upload it. I've inspected the video and there is a mistake in it. You're gonna see what it is. So everything I say in this video is with a pinch of salt. Something happens in the video that I didn't realize upon collection of the car. You're gonna see it. So just wait to the end just so I can explain what that is. And everything I say, just take it with a pinch of salt, a grain of salt, because it's not all true. The experience wasn't all what I say it is in a video. Anyway, I'll get back to the video, and yeah. I still continue to be the reigning, unlucky Model 3 owner, champion of the world. Anyway, let's go. So now I'm going to hoover the inside of the car. Scratch that, I can't be bothered. Let's hit the road! We are heading to the Tesla service centre in Birmingham. So let's see if I can get that up. I love having a fresh, clean car, especially to come back to. I didn't hoover the inside, but I did give the inside a wipe down because I was like, I can't cope with handing them a dirty car. And Jude's footprints were all over the back of the car. So right, anyway guys, I better concentrate. I'll see you in a bit. So to say the least, I've not had the best experience with the service centre personally. But does that mean it's bad in the UK? Now, I say in the States they lean towards it being better. I would say in the UK, after being online, I would say it leans towards the service being worse. Now, that isn't to say that on average that the service is worse, because obviously a negative voice is usually a louder voice. So if someone has a negative opinion of something, it's usually what you're going to see more than a positive opinion. So it doesn't mean that more people in the UK are having bad experiences with the Tesla service centre, but it does mean that bad experiences with the Tesla service centre are more prevalent in the UK. The reason it's worse in the UK is because the rate at which we are buying Teslas in the UK and Teslas are coming to UK shores is happening faster than they are providing service centres. Now this might be due to them selling more cars than they expected, or it might be due to them prioritising selling cars over servicing them. The United States had a lot longer time to dial in on how to deliver service. They're just better at it. They're going to be a more oiled machine, well-oiled machine, whereas in the UK we're just getting the hang of it. There's managers are just getting put in place and employees are just starting to exist because these are new service centres. So Will the service always be bad in the UK? No. As Teslas are adopted more in the UK, as a service centre get used to it and become a well-oiled machine, as we see more vehicles and more service centres coming about, the service centres in the UK are going to get a lot better. Anyway, for me, on this service centre visit, the headliner is going to get replaced. The only contentious issue I have is them realigning the boot and then doing a paint job on the boot. Now, I don't know if they're gonna do that. That's my concern. Oh my God, there's a Roadster. There's a Tesla Roadster here. That's my first Roadster I've ever seen in person. You probably can't see it. There's a Roadster. I'm gonna let them know about the boot as well and everything now as one of them things that to try and get done now, but I'm not gonna do any filming inside or anything like that. Okay, so, just been in the service centre and I'm really happy because it was really good in there, 2 meters distancing, all that kind of malarkey. Straight away, the woman at the desk was really nice, really pleasant. It seems less busy in here, which is great. And she knew all the issues that I was having. So she had them all down and she says we're going to resolve all of them, including I've had a few issues recently that I've not spoke about on camera about flashing headlights randomly and stuff like that. The paintwork, the boot, everything. She was, yeah, we're going to look at it, probably be a couple of days, she said. Going to hit the road. Let me see if I remember how to drive this thing. It's in chill mode. I'll keep it in chill mode for now. There we go. This is a P90D, this is a used Model S and it is an older shaped Model S. I am already on my way back to Birmingham. It's the next day and I've just received a text from Tesla and the car is already ready, right? Now I am a little bit skeptical of the car actually being ready. There was so many jobs to be done, so the whole headliner had to be replaced in the Model 3 and what I thought was wrong is that the boot needed realigning and the paint needed repairing and fixing. So I looked into the service notes thinking they couldn't have done all the job, and looking at the jobs, they have. So there was nothing wrong with the alignment of the boot. It was the bumper. The bumper was too high. So what did they do to repair the bumper so quickly? Because I thought there's no way they've done a paint shop. Well, they just replaced the whole thing. So the car has a brand new bumper on it. It doesn't need realigning. It's got a brand new bumper. They've replaced the headliner. Unfortunately, Sentry mode is a known soft firmware issue, so they say, and that is getting fixed. So I did have an issue with high beams flashing randomly, and apparently there is a thing in the Tesla Model 3 that's auto high beam, which I had on, I guess. And then also the last thing was there was slight chips on the underside of the boot lid, which they said they didn't have in notes. Now that might have been my fault. I might not have mentioned that the paint damage was also on there. I've spoken to the service centre. They're gonna give that a check as well when I get there, and we're gonna book us in for another visit. But guys, I'm super happy. It basically was sorted in a day. That's a lot of work to do in a day, and the service feels a lot better, a lot smoother. They're replying to the texts. The app's updating me quickly. They've sorted some stuff out. Now, I don't know if it's because they think, oh, here comes Jordan, the really complainy customer, or if it's that they are targeting the UK service centres to be better. But it feels like it's a lot better, not just a little bit better, a lot better. So we're heading down to Birmingham now. We're off to collect the car. Okay, so we are at Tesla in Birmingham. It was a nice smooth drive. A lot of it was done on autopilot. I love coming here to see all the cars. So we've got I think it's just a long range Model S there in red with it looks like the new turbine wheels on. They're really nice. I know, I'm saying they're really nice and then I'm not even showing them, so. They look slightly different to the old turbine wheels in person. I think I see my Model 3 right in the back, so let's go and see what's been happening. Okay, so we are back in the Model 3 and a lot quicker than I expected. I feel so good to be back in the Model 3. The service was very quick, very polite, very smooth. They've nice little touches like this. And we're getting there, There's still a few things, if I'm being honest, there's a few things I'm not super happy with. There's just like They've creased this a little bit. I don't want to complain too much. Because they have done a very good job. Overall, I'm happy. I'm happy. The service is definitely getting better. Could it be better? Yes. Now, this is no, in terms of my experience, everyone's been really kind, really lovely. I don't know if you can see. It's a little bit creased up here. The headliner is a new headliner. It's still got like its plastic sheeting on and stuff. So, you know, it's not perfect. It could be better. But it's getting better than it was last time. The colour of the bumper is slightly more white than the rest of the car, because maybe it's because it's not being washed and also because it's brand new. There might be a bit of, the sun obviously has an effect on the car and stuff like that. Luckily, I think our bumper is getting resprayed anyway because of the door, the side door, so the colour, all the paints match anyway. But I think with a good wash of the car, that should be fine. All good so far. The chip on the boot, I forgot to mention in the notes. Next time I come down here, we've put it onto the notes. They're going to get it assessed and sorted, and I feel confident that's going to get sorted. But for now, that's fine. Anyway, guys, I'm happy to be back in the Model 3. Honestly, I much prefer being in the inside of the Model 3. I love the interior. What do you think, Jude?
It looks good.
You like it?
Yeah.
So me and Jude both like the Model 3. Jude likes the Model X the best, but I like the Model 3 in terms of the interior. It's so much more refreshing than the Model S, in my opinion. Anyway, so I don't know if you can see, but the shade of white on the bumper is a little bit different. Come on then. I'm with Jude. So it's a little bit different. Actually, I think it's not. I think it's just the dirt on the bumper. But there you go, brand new bumper. The boot is now, as you can see, perfectly aligned. It's not got that bite down on that side. And yeah, super happy. Let's open it up. No rim damage. Also, it looks like they've pulled this, or is that trim not being tucked in properly? I don't know, but there you go. It looks right to me, I guess. There you go. Still, look at the state of that. Okay, guys, I was editing this video. Well, Neve was editing it, but I was just watching it back. I did not notice that this trim was out of place. Oh my God, come on Tesla. So I'm gonna re-edit the video now. But there you go. So no, I'm not happy with this service centre, really. That should not be a thing. Let's go see if it's I don't know how I missed that. I don't know how the car got handed to me like this again. Let's have a look. Oh, I can already see it. Come on, Tesla. How did they do this? Now look. The clips don't seem to be damaged. Look, the airbag's hanging out. So much better than this, man. I'm gonna have to ring them up. I will probably put this back myself, as long as they approve me to put it back myself, because I don't want to mess with the airbags too much. But I wasn't too fussed about the crease. Like, I wasn't that bothered. I thought it's something I can get fixed when the Nottingham service centre opens. We'll just do that. We'll get it sorted when the Nottingham branch opens. When I get the paint sorted on the boot, we'll get that sorted. But leaving trim like that, come on. So I'm gonna text them now. Yeah, it's just, they've got to be better. I'm gonna upload the video as it was, but it sort of ruins what I was saying. And I really just want to positively promote Tesla. And I was really happy with the service I'd received. But that is not good. They need to do better than that. And like I've always said, over everything on this channel, I'm going to give you an honest and open video log of my experience as a Tesla owner, because like I always say, best car ever, bar none. In fact, I'd take the Model 3 over the Model S and X at the moment. That is such an easy thing for them. Now, like I said, it probably is just a case of clicking it back in, but I'm going to make sure first, because there's an airbag there. But anyway, it's just, even if it is easy to click in, come on. She sat in the car afterwards. I mean, I didn't notice it, so there you go. But when you're working on the car, stuff like that should be nice. I'm going to go downstairs, take photos of it, send it to Tesla. They'll probably say it's fine to click back in, and I'll click it back in. But come on, Tesla. And I mean, I definitely have to address it anyway, because I've edited a full video, and someone in the comment section was definitely going to go, did you notice the trim was hanging off the back? I did not. Anyway. What's going on, guys? So I'm editing the video now, and I'm reassessing everything, and to be honest, I'm not happy again. Surprise, surprise. So I didn't notice that the trim was hanging down before, and on second inspection, it sort of left a salty taste in my mouth. And I'm looking at the bumper, and I'm thinking, the bumper is a slightly different shade. Now, it's not that easy to notice, but I notice it, and I think probably some of you guys in the video would have noticed that the bumper's a different shade of colour. Now, I'm not a paint expert. That's probably down to loads of different reasons. It could be that the car will fix itself, and a bit of sunlight on it and a bit of dirt might make them match. I don't know, but I suspect it's probably the fact that not every car that comes out of Tesla that's sprayed white, they are all slightly different. I think this is probably the case, and the paints will never probably match. Now, that's not my problem. It's not my problem that Tesla fitted the bumper incorrectly and had to refit a new bumper, and that the new bumper is now a different shade. So I'd prefer the old bumper that matched, just repair the paint and move it down in the right position. It's not my problem that they've had to replace the bumper. It's Tesla's problem, because they put the bumper on wrong in the first place. So I shouldn't just accept that the paint's a different shade because they were nice enough to fix a new bumper on. No. It should be exactly as it should be when it rolls out the factory. So I'm on Tesla at that now. I've messaged Tesla. I'm going to try and get that fixed. I want the paint to match. The car's going into a body shop tomorrow to get the door replaced. No, it's going on Wednesday, sorry, to get the door replaced. It will come back, and I've booked in for a service visit to Tesla on the 3rd of July. I'm going to give Tesla a call, and look, it's not acceptable. I think I let them off. The headliner had a crease in it. I should have gone in and I should have said to them, look, this isn't acceptable. But I was giving them the benefit of the doubt because they'd put a new bumper on and they replaced it. But I shouldn't have given them the benefit of the doubt. The flipping thing's creased. Like, it's not that hard for the engineer or the mechanic who's putting that in to not crease it. Like, I may as well have water stains on it. A crease is worse. I was happy that they replaced the bumper, but then after seeing that the thing was still hanging down, I'm like, this isn't acceptable. It's not good enough. And this is the thing, guys. If you are getting a bad service from Tesla and you're in the UK, I mean, if you're in the US, raise your voice. But if you're in the UK, it's a new thing. We need to talk about it. We need to raise our voices. It's not acceptable. The fact that the paint doesn't match could affect the resale value of the car. Somebody could go, hold on a sec, that bumper looks like a different shade of white. Have you been in an accident before? Has the car been in a crash or something? Because why is the bumper not matched? There's obviously a different bumper on there. Like, that's a problem for me. That's an issue because it could affect the resale value of the car. Stuff like that is an issue, and Tesla needs to sort it. And let me just say, the communication was better, and they carried out the work without arguing with me. Like the first time they were arguing with me. This time they didn't argue with me. They didn't deny anything. They just fixed it, which is great. But they didn't fix it to a good enough standard. The fact that the airbag is exposed, I don't know if that's dangerous. I don't know anything about. I don't really know much about cars, but it's not good that I can see the wires and the airbag. Surely it can't be that good, especially my kids can sit near there sometimes, or it can't be that good. I don't know, and I could probably put it easily back myself. I don't know. I don't want to touch anything around an airbag. I don't know. I've asked them. How can he fit the headliner and forget to put that back? How can he crease the headliner? And then I don't know. What do you guys think about the bumper? Is the fact that the bumper is a different shade, is that an issue? Am I being picky, or do they need to sort that out? In my opinion, the car's got to match all the way around. Otherwise, surely, if I'm a buyer and I see the colour, the bumper is a little different shade, I'm going to say, has this been an accident in the past? I would even say that. Like, I not know much about cars, I'd be like, has this been an accident? That looks like it's got a new bumper on it. I don't know. I feel slightly let down by Tesla again. I know BMW, Mercedes, and all these car companies aren't perfect. I know that, but I just don't think that this would happen with those car companies. I don't think they'd leave the trim hanging down. I could be wrong. Oh yeah, if you made it this far, you're the real MVP. How many people make it this far? Comment below. Say I made it. If you made it. If I don't see any comments saying I made it, then obviously no one made it, because not many people make it this far. So if you made it, no, in fact, let me change that again. I made it and then put a number 2 at the end. If you made it with a number 2 at the end. MVP. As always, thank you to Lewis, Michael and Marcel for using the referral link. As always guys, you've been wonderful, and I'll see you in the next one.